Hello, everybody. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to this fabulous Monday. The gnomes are already in my craft room, as you can tell, as I'm trying to jump on live here with you all and hang out with you today. And I hope you are doing well. I don't know who's behind the badge. I hope it's Han, but we'll see. So let me know who's behind the badge if you could introduce yourself to us. And I'm Amy Hill, and I am so excited to be here with you today. I've been thinking about today's live and the project I wanted to share. And this is a season of giving. And so I really wanted to share that with you all is like, how can we share this and share something that, you know, we craft and we love, and how can we spread that cheer? So I got a little bit of something very, very different. We're not making a card today. What? In fact, we're going to make a little mini journal or zine or zine. And it's going to have little pages on it that you can share your appreciation for somebody or some memories you have from the year. But I thought it would be a great place to kind of jump off, and you can make that your own and see what's going on. And we have Jelly behind the badge today. Hello, how are you doing? And thank you so much for posting that. If you share this live while we're live, you'll be entered to win a $15 gift card to Altenew. And I have to say, $15 today is going to go very far because I have pulled out quite a lot of mini delight sets, or very, very tiny sets. So you know those small sets, and you're like, oh, it's a cute stamp. And this would be even great for when you have large sets that have little tiny stamps on them. This project is going to be fabulous for you. All right, I have Shiomara, hello, and Liz and Sue. Sue, it's getting cold. Although I heard it's going to be like 60 later this week. I'm like, what? I don't know. And I see Liz. How are you doing, Liz? And Carrie. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you guys in Florida. Hello. I'm so excited to see you guys here. And I saw Nancy. Nancy, no card. I know, Sue. I'm actually going to show a card because heaven forbid, right? But I have to show you guys. All right. And I'm so glad you guys are here. And Carol's here. And Kathy, hello, everybody. Oh my gosh. Well, Sue, I can't tell, Sue, because it's almost 4 and it's dark out. So I cannot see anything around me at the moment. So I'm going to get started because I have a lot to do, and it's a little bit of math today. So I need you guys to put on your thinking caps and kind of like put a little Q-tip in there to like get the neurons in the brain flowing. But this is going to be, I think, a super bit of fun. And I would love to know, you know, this is kind of the season of giving. You're handing things out. And do you give cards? Do you give gifts? What do you like to give to other people? I was actually thinking, and I know a lot of you are grandmas, and this would be like a cute thing to give a grandkid, where you could add in little tiny pictures of things that you think are special about the person that you're giving this to. So I think it's going to be great. But yes, I'm so sorry, Sue. I'm so sorry, everybody who's out there. We're doing a little bit of math today. Oh, and I see Colorful Life. Hello. And we have Jelly again behind the badge today. All right, let me go down to my workspace. And here we are. So I'm going to be using Festive Greenery. I love this set for the holidays. It's one that is just so gorgeous to me. Yeah, right, Kathy? Love to give cards, but also gifts. And oh, I love these, Sue, folded folios and tags. And I know Pam's doing a tag class, but we got I'd love to know what you guys do. Gift cards and sets, sometimes make cards as gifts. Yeah, I think that's so nice, Carrie, when you have that, because then you have everything together. And we did that the last time where we were thinking about a set of things. So I used the pine cone stencil in order to make, you know, a tag, a bookmark, a card, and everything. So I'm not making this today. Oh, that's so nice, Colorful Life. That's fabulous. Oh, Tracy, I was just about to text you too. I hope you're doing great. This is a card. I think I made this last year, maybe. This is 23, right? Yeah. I think I made this last year for you guys. And it's super nice. And I love this because you have this amazing 3D embossing folder. But you also have this stencil that goes with it. And I personally love using this on colored cardstock. And the best thing to do to get, you know, ink up on colored cardstock that you really, really super want to see. And that's where cloud white ink comes in. So this may come in today. Okay, that may come in. All right. Oh, thank you so much, Sue, for sharing this. And you too could be like Sue. And if you share this live while we're live, you'll be entered to win a gift card. So I am going to, I'm going to make a little book. And this is the book, or this is the prototype of the book. I'm going to make it with you though. So don't worry. I just have this so you can see. And what we're going to end up with, we're going to put a cover up on the front, and we're going to end up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 pages. So you can imagine what you could do on each of these pages. And there's quite a lot of space on here. This actually, you can put, I'm going to cut up some paper, but if you, with a nice thick border, oh, there's a cat, with a nice thick border, you can get a 2-inch by 3.5-inch piece on here. And I think that that's nice. That's going to be great to put a little stamp and a little sentiment, or even if you had a tiny printer and you can print out like tiny little pictures. So that's, you know, kind of cool. Oh, I love that, Nancy. That's so great. 3 lists of cards every year. On the radio home, they were talking about giving cards and how nice that is. Oh, thank you so much for sharing this, Tracy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up and I'm going to create this for you guys once Cosmo gets out of the way. So I'm going to start off, and I grabbed, this is from Altenew. Now, Altenew, I know they have some amazing paper collection. Oh, Sue, that was Cosmo. There is a fly. I don't know how, Sue, because it's been so cold. But there is a fly in my craft room, and so the cats are dying to kill it. So they're chasing it around, trying to find it and eating it. So, all right. And I see we have Mosak that came in here. Hello, everybody. And I have to say thank you, Florna, for saying hello to everybody. That's really super sweet of you. All right. And we'll see. And can't you just see, Liz, like I could see you doing this out of, you know, some watercolor paper and doing like a little watercolor thing. So that would be so cute. So. Oh, thank you so much, Florna, for sharing this. Really appreciate that. So Altenew also sells packs of paper, and I think they still have this. This is just Nina Solar Crest, Classic Crest Solar White. I'm using 80 pound because I'm going to be folding it. And you also could, because I'm going to be doing some stuff on here, you probably could use one that's a little bit less, you know, in terms of thickness. But I'm just going to grab a piece from here. And in fact, I'm going to grab 2 pieces. And what's neat about this journal is I'm making it out of one piece. All right, so I'm making this out of one piece. I'm going to kind of clear the decks here. So I have a piece of paper. I'm going to grab my score tool, and the Altenew scoring board. It is not. It's small. I mean, it's not small. It's an adequate size for cards. When you're trying to score an entire piece of paper, it's a little bit harder. But we're gonna make it work here. All right, I see Helena is here. Hello, and Lori. Hi, Lori from San Antonio. I'm so excited you guys are here today. And we have Jelly behind the badge today. I'm so excited she's here with us. All right, so I have an 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock. All right, this is where the math comes in, guys. Getting ready. So I'm going to take this and I'm just going to fold this in half one way. Now I already scored it for you, but I'm just going to fold this in half. And it's okay right now because if these don't come out perfect, I am going to just, I'm just going to cut off the edges because I don't know what it is, but anytime I try to fold anything, I always get the edges are never like exactly spot on. But that's okay. That's also part of the love that it's that way. So, all right. And Janet. Oh, Janet. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad you're here, Janet, that this aligned with your lunch. So, Janet, we are talking gifts. We're talking like now that this is the season of giving, what's something, you know, besides just sharing your card or in addition to sharing your card, what else, you know, could you share? So I'm making a little tiny journal that we're going to personalize. And I think this is going to be cool because I was thinking about it and the ideas were just kind of flowing with what the heck you could do. All right, so I scored my piece of paper in half on the 11-inch side. So I scored it at 5 1/2. And now I'm going to score it on the 8 1/2-inch side at 4 1/4. Now I can't obviously go all the way down. So I'm just going to turn my paper and go as close as I can. And I'm really just trying to give this a nice score so it folds. Oh, moderate for a YouTuber around 3, but she can't. Well, I'm glad that you are here, Florna. I'm so excited you're here today. And again, if you share this live while we're live, you'll be entered to win a gift card to Altenew. All right, so now I'm just going to fold it this way. All right, and that crease just helps me to make a nice fold, but it's going to get a little treacherous in just a moment. All right. So now that I have this, when I open this up, I have 4 sections. So what I need to do now is I'm now going to fold this in half again. So I'm just making sure my folds are kind of like nice and strong. Here we go. And I found one of the ways, and I'm just reinforcing all my folds just to make sure everything's kind of lining up nice and neat for me. And I'm going to end up folding this in half this way. But I want to, I kind of want to get that to be reinforced. So I'm just going to come around here and just kind of score these right in the middle. Just make sure that's right. Double checking my own math. It's going to be right about here. So that's 5 1/2. And this is going to be at 2 1/2, 2 3/4. All right, right here. So we're going to fold that right at 2 3/4. So I can do each page, which is what I did on my first one. I'm just kind of bending this up. Yep, so that's where I want it. All right, there we go. So at that 5 I'm just going to come in at 2 3/4 and just kind of reinforce these folds. There we go. And I'm just going to do the same thing here. And that's just making sure, again, that I'm having a nice fold to this. So now you can see I have all these plans. Oh my gosh, Linda, I'm so glad that you showed up. And Kathy, you're here too. And we are making a little tiny book. That's what we're doing. And this is going to be a little journal. It's a gift journal. It's something that you can share with friends. You can personalize it. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with it today. All right. So all I'm doing right now is I'm just reinforcing because I'm using that 80-pound paper. And that's because I wanted this to actually turn into an ornament. My thought of this would be, it would be really, really cute to have these messages as an ornament. All right. So now what I have, just going to reinforce everything. So I took an 8 1/2 piece of paper, 8 1/2 by 11 piece of paper. I folded it in half. I folded it in another half. So I folded it in long way half, folded it in short way half. And then I took those and now I folded those again. So now I have a little booklet and that's my little book. I'm going to kind of play with this paper and make sure that those folds are working together. There we go. All right. And for some reason I can never... There we go. All right. So I'm not done making my little book, but I'm just reinforcing my folds, just making sure everything's going to work. Now I'm going to open this up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it on the half. Okay. So now it's long ways folded. Oops, sorry. Other way. So it's going to be folded on the long way. I'm going to fold that in half. Let me just show you where we're heading to. I'm going to cut right along here. So it's going to be folded this way. And from the edge of the fold, I'm going to cut to the first crease line. Oh, that's such a nice idea, Florna. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a great question, Jelly. What's your, has everybody, I know, Nancy, it's so nice to hear that you have these lists and you're ready, you got your cards made. I am one of those people that's like at the deadline if I send them. Terrible, terrible, terrible. All right. So now that I've cut that, when I open it up, I'm going to have this massive hole. So now I'm going to take this and I'm just going to stand it up. So my fold's at the bottom, my cut's up at the top. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of press these in. And then you kind of have to play with your paper as to, you know, your paper has to talk to you. And now I have a little book. By making that cut, it just allows these to fold better. And so now when I open this, I have these little pages. And I can take that cut side, whatever, I like this side better. So I'm going to make these. So really, really super cute. So now I have a little book. So before I give this, I would actually, I'm going to tape these down, tape these edges down, just so it looks like it's a cohesive paste. But that's my little book. Isn't it cute? So cute. And so I can imagine I'm going to put a hole here, and I'm going to turn this into an ornament so it can hang on the tree. And what I wanted to do, oh, Lori, hello from Redmond, Oregon. I hope you are doing so well. And Liz, oh my gosh. And I just wanted to see Carrie. Made a lot of cards with 3D poinsettia layering die set. Oh, that one's beautiful. All right. I am going to show you guys what I'm going to do with this, but I want to make a cover with it too. All right. Sorry. So what I'm going to do in my book is I am going to have each of these pages be a word, like a theme word. And so the words that I chose were wish. Here, I'll put this on this side. Wish and merry, love, joy, peace, and light. And then what I'm going to do is I'm thinking of a stamp set that would go along with each of these theme words. But I could also imagine this as for, like, if let's say that you spent some time with your grandkids and you had some really great pictures. This could be your trip to the beach. This could be your trip apple picking. This could be, your trip, whatever. And you could have a little message and a picture with what you did. And when you hang this on the tree, then you have literally a years of adventure. And then you could collect these. Can you see that? So this would be like adventures from 2024. And then you have this little tiny book that's now an ornament. And so it literally, or even like kids through the year, like adventures that they had or something like that. So I think this would end up being really cute. And then you can decorate it as you go along. So I am, I think this is kind of neat. So let's go ahead. So now that I have my little book, I'm going to take a second piece of paper and I'm going to cut this paper down so I can make my little inserts for the book. All right. How are we doing out there, by the way? How's my math? I'm always, my math. Thank you so much, Helena. I have to say, I think it's kind of a cute idea. It's a cute idea. All right. So what I did is on a regular size piece of paper, I'm going to cut off a 1/2 inch because this side is 8.5 by 11. My finished pieces are going to be 2 inches by 3.5 inches. And so I'm going to trim this down to 8 inches. So where it is 8.5, I'm going to trim it down to 8. And this way I kind of figured I can get like the most things out of this that I want. Okay. You're right, Florida, like a little memory book. Isn't that cute? And right, Liz, I think it's kind of neat because it would be, something that you can really personalize for the person that you're giving it to. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim this at 2 inches. Do I want to do it that way? No. I think I'm going to start here. I'm going to trim these at 3.5. You know those days when math ain't mathin'? Yeah, today's that day. We will eventually get 6 2-inch by 3.5 inches out today. I had to teach math today too. All right, so now I have these, and I'm going to cut them down by 2 inches. These should work. Okay, that's 8. Why don't they ever put the 6s on these? Has anyone ever thought about that for a second? All right, there's 1. There's 2, 3, and 4. So it ends up being, I think it's smaller than I want, right? No, it's perfect. So it ends up being this nice size for your little book, right? Oh, that's a good idea, Colorful Life, for your craft fair. Yes, this is great. Tracy, I love that for a parent or grandparent, a page with the flower. Oh my gosh, that's so cute for the birth month. I think that's adorable. Yeah, that would be nice. I love that idea. All right, here we go. And I'm just going to cut these. I'm going to cut this. I only need 6, but this would obviously make 12. So you could do it for 2 books, which is, I think, is kind of neat. So from one page you can get 12. Oh, all right. So I got my little pages here. I'm going to fix those. And now what I want to do is I'm actually going to pull in Festive Greenery. Now I'm going to do 2 things with Festive Greenery. I want to make a cover for my book. So I am going to score this in half, but first I want to stencil all over it. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to stencil all over this. And I'm just going to use the Festive Greenery stencil. I could run it through the embossing folder. I think that would be great, but I'm just going to use the stencil just for time's sake because I knew this was going to take a while. All right, so this stencil on Festive Greenery, it actually comes with 3 stencils. So one are the leaves, one are the berries, and the other one are the little branches. Okay. All right. So I kind of typically choose, because this is green, and I'm doing that on purpose because I have to go with green leaves. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a little bit of a traditionalist. And I don't have to now like build up my green color. So because it's already green, I can go in and all I'm trying to do is just darken it up a little bit, you know? Yeah, right, Jelly? It's like, these are such fabulous ideas. Oh my gosh, I love that, Carrie. Mini photo album for my daughter. Oh, that's beautiful. And if you have a tiny photo printer that will make like small, or if you go into like a photo, and any sort of digital thing, you can create photos and get them down to the size that you would want, because this would probably be like a 3x2 or even a little bit smaller. All right, I'm looking for blending brushes. All right, so I'm going to grab a green blending brush. I'm grabbing Evergreen. I think I want Evergreen. And I'm just going to do one color on this, and I'll show you guys what this looks like. So it ends up being really super soft and subtle, but you can see it really brings this beautiful color in. And I'm going to, you can emboss, like I said, you can emboss and then go over it with the stencil. And that's what's neat about this set. So if you get the embossing and the stencil does work with the embossing folder. And I love that because then it's nice and quick. And you don't have to kind of futz about it. And I'm going to go, yeah, doing great. And these always go super fast. Hi, Miss Tamp. I'm so glad you are here. And thank you so much, Jelly, for putting that in. And for those of you who are just joining us, I am making a little book. So we're talking what are we doing to kind of give, share within this holiday? I think this is definitely a great time to take a moment and be grateful and thankful. And I'm thankful for everybody that's here, that you have tuned in today. So thank you for taking some time out of your day to hang out and craft with me. I appreciate it. And we are talking about gifts, little tiny mini albums. And so we have a little mini album here. I got some little pieces, and we are going to make a little book. I have to tell you something as well, because I have to confess to you all that I used artificial intelligence today. It's something that I've been using more and more. I'd love to get your take on it, but I used artificial intelligence to help me with my idea. I knew what I wanted to do. I don't know if any of you are like that, but I knew what I wanted to do, but sometimes, you get stuck in a rut or you need another idea or something else to do. And so I told ChatGPT my idea, and it helped me come up with my theme words. So these are the theme words that it came up with for me. And isn't that pretty? So you just have all this beautiful thing here. Oh, I'm so thankful for you guys, Liz. So great. And so this is, I'm just going to share with you guys. And then I asked ChatGPT to tell me about images. So it even came up with like, hey, try these for stamps. I love it. And it's just nice to have like a little friend in your pocket, especially when you're like, I don't know, or I'm not super sure. But it's nice to have a little friend in your pocket that kind of helps you out that way, So I appreciated it. All right, so I'm going to come in next, and I did not line these up, so I'm going to do this way. Okay, so when I have stencils and I didn't prepare for this, I always kind of jump in right when I want to, I have to now figure out where I had this. What was this way? There we go. I gotcha. And then I'm going to take my second stencil and I'm going to lay that on top of this. And then I'm going to pull the first one away. So that one's there. Got everybody. And then I'm just going to pull that. And then I know that this is lined up exactly where I need it to be. Or you could be from the start and kind of do that with you. Yeah, it's kind of eat. Oh, right, Tracy. All the time. I do tend to use it probably a little bit too much, but I've been using it for a lot of different stuff lately, I have to say. All right, so I have, here's Cloud White. And the reason why I'm pulling out Cloud White is because I want to add in some other colors. And because this is dark cardstock, they're not going to do a great job of showing up. And so I'm going to start here and just add some Cloud White. And I will let this dry for a little bit and move on to my next things. But the Cloud White is going to let the color shine through. So if I want to use gold, I usually use gold on this. But if I want to use gold, I can use gold, or I can put in red even if I wanted to as well. Oh my gosh, yeah. Gold would be, yeah. So Sue, there's method to the madness. There's method to the madness. Although these look like little winter berries, don't they? It's kind of cute. They look like little winter berries on there. All right, I'm just going to grab my cloth and I am going to, oh my gosh, Lori, yes, you should. It's stencils, especially the Altenew stencils. They're so fabulous. And then the fact that you get, and there's different types of stencils. So this one is a layering stencil. And or a builder stencil, there's layering stencils, and then there's simple coloring stencils. And so it's really about what you are interested in. And Altenew has some fabulous free classes. Like if you check out the Altenew 101 segments, they have some free classes and you can take, and I know there's a stencil 101 class. So if you're new to stencils, that would be a great place to start. All right, I don't know. I think I have mixed up all my brushes. That is not good. All right, that's all right. All right, so now, Sue, you ready? Now I'm bringing in gold. So I like the enchanted gold. This is also something that you can do. You can use embossing ink through this, and that is what I did on my original card. Is I used embossing ink, and those are all embossed, which is really, really cute, right? So adorable. Oh, hello, Leslie. I'm so glad you're sharing this. And if you share this live while we're live, we've got 30 minutes together. You can be entered to win a gift card. We have Jelly behind the badge today. And I am making a little tiny book. So this is the cover for my little tiny book. I'm not going to put a title on, but I definitely could. Actually, I was going to put a title on, but I might not have time. So that's where I'm going to. But I think that this is a great idea. So really kind of stretch your supplies, stretch your thinking. What can I do to personalize this and make this a gift, something that's going to be treasured, maybe put on the tree every single year. And this is going to be really light because Enchanted Gold is light. It's a little bit thicker. There we go. I had to really dig in there with the ink. I'm getting it now. I'm not usually a heavy-handed stenciler, but this definitely, I need to be with this guy. But that is also why I like to use the embossing powder, because then I don't have to futz about it. I know it will show up. There we go. Okay. So you can see that gold starting to show through, and I love it because it gives it a little bit of a cast. So you can see how cute that's starting to look on that one. All right, and now I am going to add some branches. So my branches, I can add in here. And what I'm looking for is I'm looking for the number and the name, and that's going to tell me which right side up I am. Okay, I think this is right. Okay, that looks right. Yep. Yep, that is right. There we go. Okay. So again, I'm going to come in with some cloud white. And I may just leave it white. I could add some gold. I could add some brown. Again, I'm a little bit of a traditionalist when it comes to some colors. Sometimes I'm not, so sometimes I am. Hey, Sharon, I hope you're doing well. We are talking about personalized gift giving today and what you can do with your stuff, stretching your supplies, and make some personal gifts for your loved ones. And I am making a little tiny journal. I have these 6 words that when I thought about the holiday season, these were the words that came to me, and a little bit of help from ChatGPT, AI, which I have been using more and more lately. AI, it even tells me what to make for dinner. You know that question, oh my gosh, what am I going to have for dinner? I asked ChatGPT, and then it tells me. And it even tells me, I say like, oh, I have these ingredients in my fridge or these ingredients in my pantry. Tell me what I can make for dinner. And it tells me. I love it. All right. I think I like the white. I'm going to keep it with the white. I'm not going to go with that. So cute, though. So cute. And that is Jelly behind the Angelica, and Jelly is behind the badge today. That is Angelica. All right. Tracy, thank you for asking. All right, so it's so cute. So this is going to be my little cover for my book. So I'm going to take this and I am going to just let it dry because I got some pigment ink on there. And I am going to just let it hang out for a second. But that is going to be the cover for my book. So cute. No, unfortunately, Tracy, it does not cook it. But if you tell it what you want, it will do that for you. All right. So the next thing I'm going to use is I'm going to use the Festive Greenery again, but this time I'm going to go very, very light. And no, Angelica, jelly. So we have, I'm just going to very, very lightly just put on here which way my things are going. And that way I know where the heck I am heading to. So I'm gonna open this up again. So this is my little card, and I don't need to stencil this whole thing. I just need to stencil the ones that I have little numbers on. And so I'm going to come back in with this. And what this is going to do is it's going to give me a little frame. So there's a uniform for it. Yeah, Kathy, this is going to end up being a little book. Thanks, Tracy. Yes, my on again, off again accent. You got that right. Sometimes I can control it. Most times I don't. Most times I don't. All right, so I have a very light green. So I'm staying in this family of grass fields, and I'm going to come in with frayed leaf. I'm going to keep, I don't know, should I live dangerously? No, I'm not going to live dangerously. I'm not going to live dangerously, guys. I was going to keep that on there and then get this like really, really cool thing, but I'm not going to live dangerously. So I'm going to take my excess ink off of my leaves here. Now you also could stamp all over. I think that would be super cute. But a stencil is just fast. And it's something that we can pick up and move around and get some little bit of background. Right. So I'm going to grab some tape. And I am going to take this and just tape my paper down because I'm going to be moving my stencil all over the place. And now my papers, you know, I bent it and I did all kinds of craziness to it. So I'm just going to tape this down so we have it. Okay, so that's all taped down. All right, so again, I only need this panel, this panel, this panel, this panel, and this one. And I am going to, there we go, put that there. Break. All right, so I'm going to grab my frayed leaf and I'm going to go all the way through this. Okay, and just go to town. I'm just going to town. In fact, I should probably grab, you know what? When you have a large piece going, this is probably going to be crazy because gosh only knows what's left on this, but that's all right. This is why they have the Big Mama blending brush, is for this situation. When you want to have a large area done quickly, then you bring out the Big Mama. Right? Oh, I love it, Liz. And it's so fast for me. And you know what? I don't really clean my blending brushes off. So I'm going to get some sort of weird hybrid color that's coming in. But I think I'm liking it because I started off with a clean brush. So that's why it's a little bit greener, like a little bit more olivey. And this obviously had some teal or some green on it, some blue-green on it. So I'm getting that. So I'm just coming right in. Okay, there we go. All right, so I'm going to jump right in and I'm going to do my dots just because otherwise I'll lose it. So I'm just going to do this and do my dots real fast. And I think I'm going to use a very light red. So let me grab some blush. Here we go. All right, and yes, I'm not cleaning off my stencils. I know all of you are cringing out there right now. Okay, I like it right about there-ish. Okay. Again, I want to go really light because this is going to be my background for this. Yeah, yes, these ones, Vicky. Oh my gosh, you have all of them, right, Vicky? You have all sizes. They're so great because you can do exactly what I'm doing here, which is I'm really trying to cover a large area very, very quickly. All right, so we got some dots in there. And now I'm going to move my leaves on up here. So I'm just going to keep this pattern kind of going. And I can even take this and get this pattern. Let's see, that one was this guy, right? Trying to remember what I did here. Okay, that's that, right? So if I do this, nope, that doesn't work. Okay, well, we're just going to keep going with it. All right. So I got my pattern here, green one, and going to town. And I'm going to do this for just a few more minutes, and then I'll start working on my my inserts for my little book. Okay. I know, right, Carrie? I'm totally fine. It's all going to come out good. And a lot of this, remember, is going to be covered up by my little by my little pieces of paper. So I'm okay. It's all going to end up being covered up. So that's totally fine. That we're going to end up being kind of crazy here. All right, and then my last one. And I'm just going to put that right up there just for ease of lining up when I get my other little guys up. And I don't care that I am going or not going into that section, because that section is not going to show up on when the book is folded. Oops. Right there. Okay. All right, so I got that part. And now I'm going to come in with my little berries. Okay, I think they were like that. Something there. Okay, so we had a lot of great ideas before about what you guys would do with these. I loved hearing all of those, and that really helped me also think about some exciting things to do with this. But like I said, my goal is that this is going to end up being something that can be used or cherished or you know, kept on the Christmas tree year to year. That's kind of what I would like. Now, I don't have to use the branches. I kind of like the branches because they give a little bit of detail to the leaves, so the leaves don't look so amorphous. But I kind of like this as is. All right, so we're going to keep this. I'm going to skip the branches for now, but I think the branches would be cute as we go along. And like I said, these are great blending brushes. These are the large ones. And I only have 3 of them. Because again, I don't really clean them off. So, all right. So here's my guy. Now we're going in. So what I did is I had cut a bunch of these little pieces off. And these are now cut to 2 by 3.5. And I'm doing that on purpose. So I'll have that stenciled background. You can still see really, really super well. So that's what we're ending up with. And that's why I'm like, I'm totally fine. So that's what we're going to end up with, is all of these. Now I put the numbers on there so I know about orientation. Or know which way I'm going to orient and which way I'm going to go. All right, so I'm actually going to start with, because I don't know if I can get all of them done. Does the stencil slip at all since you're not? Yes, it is, Lori. It's definitely slipping on me. And so I would, there is a mat that Altenew sells, which is the sticky mat, which is probably one of the best things that you can use. And then it won't slip on me at all. And if I was taking my time and not doing this on a live, I would kind of take a moment and stick everything down. But yes, Lori. And I'm going fast. Like I said, even though I have, because I'm going to be having these other little pieces in there, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. All right. So I'm going to start off with, I'm actually going to do number 6, which is over here. And I'm going to do love. And what I wanted to do for love, which I thought was really cute, is this little cuddly bear guy. Oh, yes, Serena. Yes, spend so much time with layering stencils. These are nice, too, because you can still get, like, you can use some ink blending techniques to get the leaves looking a little bit differently. And if I was doing this not as fast, I can use some different colors to really pull those leaves out. And you can even use the 3D embossing folder that goes with this. And that's really going to be fabulous too, because you're going to be able to, you know, get some really cool detail. Again, I'm just looking for it to be right in the background. All right. So I'm going to stamp this guy. Now I want to color him in with some artist markers. So I'm just going to stamp. I'm going to put him right in the corner. My stamp wheel needs to be restuck. And I'm just going to put him right in here. Now, I love this sentiment. It says, much love to you. I hope the heck it fits. Oh, it does. That's fabulous. All right, so I'm going to stamp this. And I'm going to stamp this using my obsidian, which is right here. Now, you can color with obsidian. You just have to make sure that it's really, really heat set. But if you're worried, because obsidian is oil-based, and that will it doesn't play super great with the alcohol markers, you really should use the permanent black. Permanent black is great because it's going to work with any with any coloring medium that you have. So when in doubt, I go with permanent black. All right, so I'm just going to grab this. When I use my permanent black, I do have to stamp it a couple of times. And again, what's great about the stamp wheel is I could actually line a few of these up and then stamp them all at one time, and then I have them ready to go for me. Oh no, oh, it's a little juicy. All right, I think I got to stamp that off for a second. All right, sorry guys, we got a boo-boo. I'm just stamping this off. I noticed that on my sentiment, it was like a little too blotchy. Oh, actually, it would have come out nice. So it would have come out okay. But I noticed it was a little blotchy, so I didn't want that to be on my permanent on my project. All right, so I'm going to stamp him up again. And I'm going to go ahead and put him right down. So cute. I love Cuddly Bear. He's so adorable. Isn't he so cute, Carrie? Oh my gosh. So cute. So cute. And I typically, with the permanent black, I will stamp it 2 or 3 times. And you can even keep this in position. So I can keep stamping. There's enough space here because these are pretty small projects that once I'm done coloring, I can come in and I can restamp this in black. And that way I'll make sure that like my nice black outline's there. But he's so cute. So cute. All right, so I'm going to move this to the side, and then I'm going to color him in really, really, really super fast with my Altenew markers because we got about 15 minutes. And I hope you shared this live while we're live, and you will be entered to win a gift card to Altenew. And again, we're talking little tiny stamps, and I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to lay this out, and if I don't get to all of them, I'll show you the ones that I was going to do. All right, so I have my Panera soup container, because that's what this is. I'm going to grab some browns, and of course I need some reds. So I'm grabbing the Delectable Delight set and also the Tea Party set. Tea Party and Tea Party. I usually like to use Tea Party for the reds because I feel like this Vineyard Berry is like a great red. So just to let you guys know that that's what I usually use. All right, there's another brown set that I didn't grab, which is Coffee Break, and that one would work really, really super well too. All right, so again, I'm just going to do him really, really super quick. So as I'm coloring, I'm just kind of outlining where my shadow areas are. And okay. Right around here, right around the heart, and right around here too. I love coloring. Such a great medium. It's one that, I have to kind of focus on. So you'll hear me go quiet because I'm like, I have to make sure I'm staying in the lines. I feel like I'm doing a contour to him, like he needs a little makeup contouring going on. So, oh my gosh, Alma, the Festive Greenery stencils, so great. If you don't have, I hope you guys have these, but they are just really super fabulous and very, very easy to change up. So this is a card that I made. We're not making that card, but that's a card that I made last year. And that kind of inspired me a little bit for this too. So I wanted to show that to you, that it's a really, really versatile kind of thing. So here I'm using the Festive Greenery stencils as more of a background. But you definitely can change it up. You can change up the look. You can do a ton of different things with it. Okay. All right. And get my next one. And again, I'm using Delectable Delights. There's another set called Coffee Break. And that's like that's a nice, this is a little bit more of like a yellowy brown. and coffee break's a little bit cooler. Okay. And I could even given him some mittens. I didn't do that. Okay. All right, so I kind of outline everything. And then I'm going to come in with my lightest color, and this is not pink pearl, vanilla cream. And now I'm just going to kind of blend everything through. And I would go over this a couple of times just to make sure that everything is blended. And you can give it a little bit of time when you color. You know, let the inks move in the paper. It's totally okay to do that and come back to it. It's one of those things. But like I said, I kind of start to get quiet when I color. And again, because this is permanent black, even though I'm going over those lines, they're not going to feather on me. But you do want to make sure that your black is very, very dry, so you can hit it with a little bit of things. Oh no, I don't know if it's Facebook. Well, Linmin, you can definitely put your, just let your friends know. Put the link up. It's too bad it's not sharing though. All right, I'm going to let the brown kind of like settle and move in everywhere. I'm going to show you guys how I do the heart. So the heart, this is pretty small, but I'm going to do just a little bit around the edges. And I want to keep some of it whitish because this is very, very little bit of a small area. And then I'm going to come in. This is my pink Coral Bliss. Now I'm going to come in. Just do a little bit. And then I'm going to go in with the lightest color, which I think this one still has some ink. All right, actually, I think I'm going to go for it and just do all red. Make that nice and dark there. For his feeties and his ears, I'm going to come in with a really, really light color. And I'm actually going to blend this up with the vanilla cream. So that way he's got a little pink and a little brown. Okay, so cute. All right. So let's see. Oh, that's too bad. The marker colors are the same color as ink pads. Yeah, they're going to be really, really close. Sharon, they're going to be really, really super close. And that's the great thing about Altenew is that everything is all in the set. So it's going to be really similar. Of course, it's going to be different because you're talking about like, alcohol inks, you're talking about, dye inks. But yeah, the colors are definitely really, really similar. And Judith, the stencil that we're using is called Festive Greenery. And there's two pieces to it. So you have the stencil, but you also have this 3D embossing folder. And it's a 3-piece stencil, which is really great because you have an ability to mix and match and see what you want to do. So yeah, absolutely. And this is just a card that I made as an example with that stencil. All right, so I just want to show you guys, I think I can do one more with us today. And I would finish him up, but so that one would go there. So that's my love. So he's so cute. I'm just going to quickly see if I can just tack him on. I'm just going to lightly tack him on. And this is a nice thing with using, these little pieces that you can add in is that even though, you're not going to see anything behind it. So now when I have this little book, take these off. You can see he's here in the back. So he's so cute. And this little book is just from one piece of paper. So I think that that's really cute. So you have that one little piece. So it's nice. All right. And I'm going to take a moment just because I have this and this is all ready to go. And I'm sorry the link is not working for you guys to share. I'm so sorry. I'm going to just take this and I am going to use something in order to score it down the middle, and then all I have to do is fold this in half, and then that's going to become my cover. And of course the gnomes, Liz, if you're still there, the gnomes just attacked me. And they took my little guy, but don't fret, because I have my Altenew stylus right there. So did you use? Yes, Kathy, I used, all right, so this is 5, it's about 5.5. So we're going to go right here. That should be right about right. So what I did is I used a piece of Nina 80 pound. That's all I did. And so I figured that's what I had. You could use something that might be like a little bit thinner, because I'm noticing this is relatively thick. But my thought for it was that I could take this and put a hole in it and then use it as an ornament on the tree. And then this way you could have, little things about your year, and you could put them in here. And I think that would be really super cute on that one. And it looks like I need a little section over here, but I'll put this on so you guys can see what it would look like. But I have to fix my measurements on that one. There we go. And so this way I have just a nice little cute cover. I also could have just taken the ones that are here and, just stenciled them really nice and did a thing. But I thought that looked cuter because it actually looks like a little book now. And then also to kind of keep these pages, you can just go in and just tack them down. And now you have the pages that are together. So they're not kind of flopping open on you. And just to make sure but I wouldn't do that step until you were really, really certain and sure that you're ready to go. All right, so I'm going to do another one for you guys. So that one's much love to you. And like I said, I have my list. Oh, I found it. I have my list of words that I had come up with and that I thought were really, really nice. So that one was love. And I am going to do light for you guys. So I grabbed, so just to give you guys an idea of what I wanted to do, I have this cup of coffee, which is a little mini stamp set. And this one is, I thought would be cute for Mary. So I thought that'd be cute for Mary. There's these string lights, which I think are adorable. And I think that would be cute for light. And then there's this little polar bear that I thought would be cute for peace. So these are some of the ones that I grabbed. So I'm going to grab the string lights, and I was going to do this for light. And so this one's nice. I even like the sentiment that came with it, even though it's not, really, particularly Christmassy or anything. But it says, let light shine out of the darkness. And I'm just grabbing these here. So I'm going to take that same thing. So I'm going to grab my little piece of paper. And so this one is page 3. So 1, 2, 3. So that one's going to go right there. I'm going to bring my stamp wheel back. And I'm going to stamp this on my paper. So, oh my gosh, Lori. All right. And I'm just going to do this one. I know we got only a couple of minutes left with you guys today. But again, such a cute idea. I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. And, we love seeing what you guys make. So please tag us and share this with us. So hashtag Altenew, and we love to see what you guys do. And see how I can use my stamp wheel this way? So I can start to put these into little corners, and it's so cute. It's such a great thing to do with them. All right. All right, I'm going to use my permanent black again and with this. All right, and this goes here. So I'm going to show you 2 pages out of the book. I hope you guys use this as an idea. It would be so cute. And think about it again. I'm doing it with stamps. You could do this with pictures. You could do this as a journal for yourself. Like, how did you do throughout the year? Did you try different things? So you could kind of make this and set it up for yourself for 2025. I think that would be really cute too. All right, so, and I'm just going to kind of color these little guys in real quick. And with these, because they're so small, I'm just going to use a little bit of kind of a little bit of a dark and then go in with a lighter color. So this is Tea Party again, just because I had it out. And I'm going to go in with the lightest one. Don't tell me that was. Here it is. And that's just going to give it a little bit of light. And so you can kind of work all these through. All right. So then this guy would go on this page here. And then I would have one for each. But I hope you guys like this idea. Really super cute. Uses the Festive Greenery stencil and 3D embossing folder. And you can make a little book out of one piece of paper. Technically two if you put the little inserts in. So huge thank out to Jelly, who was here behind the badge today, and also to you for stopping by and seeing what we're doing. And I hope you have a fabulous, fabulous Monday. All right, everybody. I will catch you on the flip side. All right, bye.